Very good morning, all of you. Today we are going to discuss about the next topic in the second unit, which is error detection and recovery in compiler design. In this phase of compilation, all possible errors made by the user are detected. What are all the possible errors made by the user, not by the system, made by the user are detected and reported to the user in the form of error messages. So whatever possible errors made by the user are detected and reported to the user in the form of error messages. This process of locating errors and reporting it to the user is called error handling process. Functions of error handler. What are the functions of error handler? They are detection of the error, reporting the error, and recovery from the error. These are the functions of the error handler. Classification of errors. So the errors are generally classified into two parts. They are compile time errors and runtime errors. So during the compile time error, only the compiler is involved. So we are going to concentrate on compile time errors only. So what are the compile time errors? They are lexical phase errors, syntactic phase errors, and semantic phase errors. So these are the three compile time errors involved in compilation process. First type of error, lexical phase errors. These errors are detected during the lexical analysis phase. Typical lexical phase errors are: 1. Exceeding length of identifier or numeric constants. These are all the errors we are identifying in C language or C++ language. So first type of lexical error is exceeding length of identifier or numeric constant. Second type of error is appearance of illegal characters in the statement. And third is unmatched string. We have here it is given, two examples are given for lexical phase errors. Example 1 is printf, something is printed and terminated by semicolon. So one statement is over and one character is there, dollar symbol. Dollar symbol is extra printed here. So this is a lexical error since an illegal character, the dollar is identified as an illegal character here, that appears at the end of the statement. So this is a lexical phase error example. Example number 2, this is a comment. So this is a comment statement where the starting of the comment symbol is excluded. So this is a lexical error since end of the comment is present but beginning of the comment statement is not present. So two examples for lexical phase errors are given. And error recovery from lexical phase errors. There is a mode called panic mode recovery. In this method, successive characters from the input are removed one at a time until a designated set of synchronizing tokens is formed. So until a designated set of synchronizing tokens are found. So the synchronizing tokens are delimiters such as semicolon or closing brace. Advantage of this type of error recovery is that it is easy to implement and guarantees not to go to the infinite loop. Disadvantage of this error recovery is that a considerable amount of input is skipped without checking it for additional errors. And second phase errors, syntactic phase errors. These errors are detected during the phase syntax analysis phase. Typical syntax analysis phase errors are errors in the structure. C language contains structure. So errors occurred in the structure. Missing operator, when the operator is missed, and misspelled keywords. Keywords can be misspelled, and unbalanced parentheses. One example for syntactic phase error is given, which is switch ch some open brace close brace. The switch statement is not as per the keyword. So the keyword switch is incorrectly written as switch. Hence, unidentified keyword or identifier error occurs. This is a syntactic phase error. Error recovery from syntactic phase error. First mode is panic mode recovery. In this method, the lexical analysis phase error recovery, panic mode recovery, what is done, the same is done here. In this method, the successive characters from input are removed one at a time until a designated set of synchronizing tokens is found. The synchronizing tokens are delimiters such as semicolon or close brace. Advantage here is that it guarantees not go to infinite loop. Disadvantage is that a considerable amount of input is skipped without checking it for additional errors. And second mode of delivery from this error recovery is statement mode recovery. In this method, when a parser encounters an error, it performs necessary correction on remaining input so that the rest of input statement allow the parser to pass ahead. Second, the correction can be deletion of extra semicolons, replacing comma by semicolon, or inserting missing semicolon. Third, while performing correction, utmost care should be taken for not going in infinite loop. So disadvantage of this statement mode delivery is that it finds difficult to handle situations where actual error occurred before point of detection. And third error recovery type is error protection. If user has knowledge of common errors that can be encountered, then these errors can be incorporated by augmenting the grammar with error protections that generate erroneous constructs. If this is used, then during parsing, appropriate error messages can be generated and parsing can be continued. Disadvantage of this error protection is that it is difficult to maintain. And fourth one is global correction. The parser examines the whole program and tries to find out the closest match for it, which is error free. The closest match program has less number of insertions, deletions, and changes of tokens to recover from erroneous input. Due to high time and space complexity, this method is not implemented practically. This cannot be implemented practically. And third type of error is semantic errors. These errors are detected during semantic analysis phase. Typical semantic errors are incompatible type of operands. Operands are the identifiers which comes before and after the operator. Undeclared variables, not matching of actual arguments with formal one. One example for semantic error is given here. Int a of 10, a is declared as integer, which is array type. A is actually a array type, that is integer array here. And b is also declared as integer, but b is not an array, b is a simple variable. And inside the program, a is assigned to b, That is, the variable b, ordinary variable b is assigned to the array A, which is not allowed. So it generates a semantic error because of an incompatible type of A and B, where A is the array, B is the ordinary variable. Error recovery for semantic errors. If error undeclared identifier is encountered, then to recover from this is a symbol table entry for corresponding identifier is made. If data types of two operands are incompatible, then automatic type conversion is done by the compiler. So if two data types of two operands are incompatible, automatic type conversion is possible by the compiler. So with this, error recovery and error detection is completed. Next topic we'll see in the next class. Thank you.